Okay. So in the last lecture, we had seen that what is the object, what is the class, then apart from that, how to declare the functions in a class. So that we have seen, and how to access the content of a class through object. So in the today's session, we are going to consider the implementations of the functions which we have written within the class name. Let us say that we have assumed it to be the thinking cap. Okay, so this is nothing but, these are nothing but the functions. So now it is required that we have to provide the bodies, we have to provide the implementations for these particular functions. Okay, so now we will see how this is possible, how this is possible. Okay, how this is possible. Okay, so basically whenever we are dealing with the functions, the function is having the three parts. First one is the function declarations, call by value, and the function definition. Okay, so basically this is nothing but the example of function definition. Okay, so if we are calling this particular functions from the main menu itself, then that is called as either call by value or the call by reference. So call by reference is nothing but it is the part of C++, but in case of Java, it is replaced with the interface. Okay, so if you are considering this, here we are using the two scope resolution operators to access this particular functions. Okay, so here in this case, how the syntax for this particular definition is, it is nothing but the return type, that is nothing but the void. Previously it was also the void, just check it here. Then after that, then the name of function is here, but from which class we have taken this function is described in thinking underscore cap. Okay, so this is nothing but the name of class, the name of class I need to mention. Then after that, the name of the function which you would like to implement. Okay, so this is nothing but the things. Then after that, assert this string length. So we just have to count, we have to consider if the string length is less than 50, then at that time assert those things. Okay, then assert if just, so these are nothing but this could be anything. Okay, so any data we can able to put within this bracket, and that will get accessed if we are calling this particular slots function. Okay, so calling, as we know that we just have to create the object, and object dot the name of the functions, automatically this particular functions will be getting called. But there are basically two special features about a member functions body. In the heading, the function's name is preceded by the class name. Okay, so basically class name, and otherwise and this scope resolution C++. If you are not writing the scope resolution operator, C++ won't realize this is a class members functions. Okay, to understand, to provide the informations to the C++ compilers that this is the part of this particular function, is a part of this particular class, we need to specify this scope resolution operators. Okay, so we will be moving further. Okay, so basically here within the body of functions, the class member variables and other functions may be able to access. Okay, once we are entering into this particular brackets, so whatever the things that we are writing here, that will get its implementations. Okay, so this is the considerations. So now, but whose member variables are these? Are they student? Yes, basically this is nothing but the questions which is asked. Are they students dot green string, students dot red string, fan dot grid strings? So irrespective of that, this is nothing but the common structures. Okay, so if we are accessing through the student dot green string, then at that time these are the members of student object. And if you are accessing the same using this class, this object, fan object, then at that time this particular functions will work for this particular object. Okay, so n number of objects can access the same set of statements which is written. Okay, so the same thing they are just showing. Here is the implementation of push green member functions. Okay, so basically this is nothing but the message which we are printing, green string. Okay, nothing else. And here the quoting is missing, so that just you just consider. Notice how this member function implementation uses the green string member. Green string, it's not the case that the green string, so this is nothing but the variable which is having that value will be printed or will be considered. Okay, so a common platform, push green, push red. So this we have already seen that, and in a slot we are just sending this as a input so that other member functions may use that data. Okay, so basically summary, if you are considering the classes have the member variables and the member functions, and object is a variable where the data type is class. So this is just the summary. So basically according to this statement, the classes is having the member variables and member functions. So classes, it may have the multiple variables and multiple functions, and an object is nothing but it is considered to be the variable where the data type is a class. Okay, so where the data type is class, you should know how to declare a new class type. So with the help of this, how to declare a class type, we have seen that. Then how to declare the objects, how to provide the implementations of the functions defined or declared within the class. Frequently, the member functions of a class type place information in the member variables or use information that's already in the member variables. Okay, the member functions of a class type place information in the member variables. Okay, or use the information that's already in the member. In the future, we will see some of the more features we have to see, that is encapsulation, polymorphism, inheritance. So all those we have to see, but that will be in the next section. So now we will just stop here.